What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mint and we're back again with another video. And today I want to talk about something that I wish I didn't have to talk about, and it is Evolved Apes. I made a recent video on Evolved Apes NFT, and for obvious reasons I had to take it down due to a rug pull and scam their entire community and all the investors partaking in the project. So for just a little bit of background, Evolved Apes is an NFT profile picture project that essentially was launched about a week or two ago, and it had a lot of hype garnering into the project leading up to the mint, and their whole objective was to make a player versus player video game that utilizes the NFTs to level up, battle other players, and essentially earn rewards and prizes and a lot of cool stuff. That's where the fun ends. It's just all hype. They were able to gather about 40,000 Discord members and 20,000 Twitter followers. They had a lot of notable influencers backing them, and they just spoke the right words to get people aroused and hyped up for this project. And there were a lot of red flags that I did identify throughout the time of the project, but I just neglected them. And a lot of that could have been addressed, and if I took actions, I would not have been in the situation I am in, or a lot of the viewers who saw my last video. And with that being said, they essentially scapegoated the team members of the project, where the leader of the project had stated that a non-developer stole all the money from the community trust and ran away with it. I don't believe any bit of the developer accusations. I truly think that the leader of the NFT project was behind this all along. He was very unprofessional in a lot of instances. He didn't have a lot of experience, and once you dive into some of these red flags I'm going to go over, you start to really question, wow, how did I not see this coming? And I put all fingers on the team of this project. They truly were set out to rug this project. I don't think anything was under development. I don't think they had any intentions to fulfill on any of the duties. And had I addressed these red flags when I first saw them, I would be in a better place. I would still have about $5,000 that I lost. And a lot of people could learn from the lessons that I learned, that when you kind of identify these red flags, really got to take a step back and question yourself, and sometimes it's just better to cut your losses early than to continue playing the game and get dragged down to zero. And shortly ensuing the project's release, there was countless red flags to go over, and I do want to just kind of talk about those in short. So red flag number one, there was no concrete product or beta. They had a video of a video game, but honestly, videos can be altered and created very easily. And if you are truly invested in a project, thinking from the team leader's perspective, you should have enough capital allocated prior to the release to at least get a beta of the game running, or plans of doing so. From the looks of it, the project had no proof of a video game being created. It was all hype to kind of gather the people to buy into the project, and their intention was to use the funds from the project to make said game. But you know, that's just believing in their word, and there's no tangible evidence that they were invested in the game to start with. So, you know, that's the first red flag I saw. I neglected it, and honestly, if I had just stopped right there, I think I wouldn't have rebought into the project after my initial sell. So the second red flag I noticed was that the professionalism of the team, especially the team leader, in the Discord chat right after the mint had ended, but the reveal did not occur yet, the floor price of the apes was going down, and so to kind of save the people from selling the apes, the project leader was pretty much saying, someone sold a gold ape for under mint and you're an idiot. At this point, there was no reveal of any of the projects, so no one really would know if you sold a gold ape or not. He later contradicted his statement by saying that he didn't actually know that someone sold a gold ape, and lied to just kind of get everyone to stay put and not sell their apes. That was an incredible red flag, shows unprofessionalism and the immaturity of the team itself, and you know, adding more to the barrier there. Flag number three, okay, the use of bots. So when I actually address an NFT project, I look at the hype around it, because I'm a quick trader with new mints. I buy and I anticipate it in selling out at mint, and then I resell at secondary for some profit. There was 40,000 Discord members and 20,000 Twitter followers. After looking into the accounts after my suspicions, I had realized most of the followers on Twitter were bots and fake accounts, or just, you know, just you can buy followers. And same with Discord, they were just fake accounts and bots. The reason was that there wasn't a lot of activity that a 40,000 member Discord would actually show. There was maybe dozens of messages a day, but if there was a group with 40,000 members, you would have hundreds, if not thousands of messages a day. And that was a clear sign that this was not what it was made out to be. I don't think they had the true capacity of the people that they distinguished or identified, and they were just kind of hyping up the project, so to speak. And then continuing the release of the mint, and this was another red flag I noticed, a lot of the influencers that were paid by the Evolved Apes team were speaking out against Evolved Apes, saying that they weren't getting paid on time, they weren't sticking up to the original contract agreements that the influencers and the project team had made, and they started releasing a lot of FUD. The team had warned us that this was all FUD to bring down the price so these influencers who are greedy individuals could gain from our loss. But truly, I think the influencers had a good point in what they were saying, and you know, I disregarded the FUD, just kind of kept my eyes open for the project as a whole, and had I kind of addressed it and noticed what these influencers were saying, I would have been a little more hesitant on to re-enter the project. Another flag I noticed with this project was the removal of the website. Initially, the project's website was taken down shortly after the mint because the team leader had said that they were making some standard updates and it should be back in a couple hours. Later, he said it would be a couple of days. Days move on, no updates and no website. I'm not sure why you would have to take down a website for so long for basic updates. These were all just questions to ask that no one was answering, and you know, shortly after it was swept under the rug by some like higher level announcement that hey, this is going to be happening, or addressing a different issue, you know, taking the attention away from the question of why is their website down. And the last flag I really should have noticed, and this is something I just kind of went over my head, was that they didn't have a fully doxed team. On their website, they did have the founding members and essentially their core team, which had, I think, about 3 or 4 people on it. But when you go into the Discord group, you would see that their team had many more individuals on it, about 6 to 8 that I counted, and new developers were entering the team without having an identity or name to the face. They weren't doxxed, they weren't verified, and honestly, there was just a lot of mysterious, shady things going on in the background that no one was asking questions for. My first inclination of any NFT project when you're doing research is, do they have a visible team? Anonymous team isn't necessarily bad because a lot of NFT projects do that, but the more credibility you get from having a valid and transparent team will kind of boost your points amongst the people. And they had a transparent team, but I truly think their goal was to show transparency in a few members so they can be used as a scapegoat and we can all point our fingers on one person, while these anon devs that joined the team later would take all of our money. But I think it's all an elaborate plan that the team was all a part of, and they all knew that this was going to happen. Maybe one person, this dev, was the thief, but honestly, I think the main guy did it. The main leader was the dev, and he, trying to save face, took responsibility, saying, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up, I'm inexperienced, and this new dev took our project money and ran away with it. I think that's a load of BS. I think he took it. He wants less pressure on his name. They now created a new project called Fight Back Apes, which is completely useless and stupid, and their goal is to fight back the evil ape that took their money back, and they're asking for more money to support the project from the last members of the community. So it's like, while we're already down, kick us some more and steal more from us. I want nothing to do with this project, and truly believe that it has opened my eyes to the nature of the NFT marketplace, and that, you know, we should really do our own research more diligently than we have been, and to keep an eye out for all red flags as you see them. I'm an NFT trader in new mints and an investor in blue chips, but I went back on my strategy and turned out to invest in this project. I thought I had a really good opportunity, and when the price was going down, after already making profit on mint, I re-entered the project and sniped a bunch of rare projects that were depleting in price, and I thought I made it big. You know, these rare items were in the top 100, and I was getting them for 0.3, 0.5 ETH at a time, only to continuously see the price drop, and I added to my bags without addressing any of these red flags that were in the back of my head. And then sooner or later, you know, they gave the announcement that this was a rug pull and a scam, and the project will be dissolved. So at this point, you know, why is it that we invested in this project or stuck around for so long? And I have just 3 words to sum that all up. It's going to be hopium, greed, and FOMO. Any NFT project is gonna have the intention of gathering a lot of hype to instill the view that this project is the next Bored Ape. This project is a CryptoPunk, and if you're not investing in it now, you're gonna miss it when it moons. Every project, every community has it in the back of their heads. You can't fall for the Hopium. You can't fall for the FOMO. If you miss your chance at mint and it shoots up, you shouldn't jump into a project. Wait it out, see where it goes. There wasn't enough chips on the table to distinguish if this project was legit. And I took a risk as well as many other people that took a risk in this area, and they got burnt. It's gonna be a lesson learned on my behalf. A rug pull, honestly, is like a staple of anyone in the NFT community. It's my first rug pull, hopefully my last, and I'm gonna really be kind of taking more assertion into reviewing projects and seeing if they're truly credible projects. But at the end of the day, I don't invest for the long term with a lot of new NFT projects. It's always about funneling your profits and putting them into blue chips that have lasted the tale of time. There's a reason that Bored Ape Yacht Club will continuously go up throughout the years, while a lot of these profile picture projects will go to zero. And a lot of these other projects don't check off all the boxes to show that they will last and be a lasting project for the years to come. And so until then, like, you know, it's all a risky game we're playing here in the NFT space. I wish I kind of addressed these red flags as I saw them coming in, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm gonna definitely learn from this one. I'm gonna come back a lot stronger. I'm gonna know what to look out for. I'm also gonna play my strategy correctly, because had I just followed my gut and my strategy, I would not have re-entered the project and I would not have gotten rugged. Nonetheless, I lost some money. It's not gonna beat me down. The best thing I could say is keep your chin up. Know that there are a lot of potential projects out there that could still 10, 100x. Money is still available to be made. So until then, and we'll make it work. So that's all I had for today. I'm sorry to anyone that was involved with the Evolved Apes project. I wish I looked into it a little harder, but now I know what to do for the future. I'm your boy Mint. Remember to like and subscribe. I've got a lot more videos in the pipeline coming for you guys. And till next time, take it easy, guys.